Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Tigers will try to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. Planning up to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Huskies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Now they'll run it on the toss, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Anytime you see a defense sit back in cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
And they start the drive with an end-around play. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Fred set it down for the offense. First down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Washington, 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Now the offense will call a timeout here Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. He lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision making. He's going to cost himself a game.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. So the offense clicking now for building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time, they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Single back, takes the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
On the play.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Breaking free at midfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Washington has moved into the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Look at him run through those tacklers. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man wide open. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they're trying to punch it in here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wide out. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back. The ball is caught. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Running play called on third and short. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Huskies will look to convert here on fourth down. Direct snap to the back. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get the fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the running back's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Oh, a reverse. Will he score here? Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Washington offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 24, Washington 14.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Send the back in motion. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Press coverage now from the secondary. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Presley. Defense stops him short of the marker, and now it's fourth down.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You'd love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up with the 31.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Clemson. Just ran away from the defense. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. his offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And this time it's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Looking for the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. It could have been that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the handoff on a counter. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Back in motion now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? At midfield. Now the 40. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Washington.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll run it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Oh, it's a reverse. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I think the receiver makes the right choice here. Sure, he could have fought for more yards, but ultimately in this situation, time is the most important aspect of the game.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Huskies. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back. But I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves